Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening now? My name is Dee Curran and welcome to Drive 105's Match Night Live YouTube channel. Let's take care of a bit of business first. This content, as always, is brought to you by Paul Martin Menswear. And today, after featuring a centre forward and 3 defenders, I thought it was time we got an attacking midfielder in. Ahead of the recent game against Drogheda United at Weavers Park, I thought to myself, who had a significant game against the Louth men? There's no greater story than a man who overcame over 2 years of intensive care, recovery and hardship to make his first professional appearance against this opposition in Derry City colours. After that night, this particular man would remain through the 2016 and 17 seasons, appearing 51 times and scoring 6 goals, becoming a cult hero in red and white. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get Derry nostalgic with Lukas Schubert. Schubert!
Before joining Derry, I played 8 years for SV Grödig in Austria, and we won the third league, we won the second league, and got promoted to the Austrian Bundesliga. I played 5 games there, and then I had a pain in the chest and in my back during training, and I went to the hospital to get checked, and my heart was with an inflammation and the pericard as well. So I was out for 2 years with a virus who set in my heart. And then I got fit again and went on trials. Before Derry, I was at the New York Red Bulls, and then I was with Kenny and 1 week.
When you say that you recovered, how does the recovery of a heart condition like that happen?
It's a difficult one because when you injure a muscle or something physical, you can train, you build up the muscles around it, you stretch, you do some rehab. But with a heart condition, I felt powerless to do anything. And what I could do was change my diet, get the teeth, which had some inflammation in it, out of my system. And finally, after 2 years, my body got rid of the virus, and all the tissues was good again in the scans, and then I could start building up my fitness again.
So how did you end up on Derry City's radar?
With one of the agents. Football has a lot of agents, and one Irish agent is living close to Salzburg, and he asked me if I'm up to join Derry for a trial for 1 week, and I said yes, because big career was out of reach when I was 26 and was out for 2 years. So I thought football gives me the chance to see something of the world, and then I went to Derry on a trial. Yeah.
What do you remember about your first meeting with Kenny Shiels?
His strong handshake, picked up from the airport by Dodie, and then went to the house where Aaron Berry, Harry Monaghan, and Jordan Allen lived. And I thought, very hard to understand English. And Kenny didn't talk a lot to me before training, just welcomed me very politely, as he is very polite and from, I think, good character. And then I trained for 1 week. And then he called me up to the manager office in the Brandywell, when the old training pitch and the locker rooms.
Yeah, what was your relationship like with Kenny?
Very good and very open and very honest.
During your trial, do you remember bonding with any players initially?
Yeah, Harry Monaghan took me in and helped me a lot. I remember some shuttle runs I did with Patrick McLean. He could go over the limit very much of his own ability, and I couldn't keep up. I remember this in the first week. Ryan was also welcoming in a quiet way. When we played some 5v2, he was very nice to me.
When you arrived at the club and you seen the Brandywell and the facilities and heard that there was no real training ground, did you wonder, how did I end up here?
No, I loved the charm. Really liked the stadium and the training facilities. The training was sometimes very hard and not primed towards the game, so that you have your condition to a game, but I managed that myself.
So where did you prefer playing, Brandywell or McGinn Park?
Brandywell, 100%.
You made your debut anyway on May 20th of 2016. It was in the FAI Cup against Drogheda United. And before we get to that, is it true that you only received your clearance at 5 p.m. that day to be allowed to play that game?
Yes, yeah. They told me like very close to the game that I'm allowed to be in the squad for this game. Yeah, players are not involved in clearance stuff. I was just happy that I can be on the bench and be part of the squad.
So you did start in the bench. What do you remember about the game before you came on?
I remember Donal O'Brien said to me, "Set pieces, you deliver," and I didn't know what deliver means. So I said, yes, okay. Went on. And then I don't know if Barry McNamee or Aaron McNabb took all the set pieces. They can do it better than me anyway. But this is one funny story I remember, because he had big eyes and said, you deliver set pieces. And I, deliver? What does deliver mean? I didn't know. Yeah, and then coming on, I tried my best. I thought we were the better team at the whole match, but it was hard scoring. And Aaron McAnuff had some great shots before Rory missed the penalty, and then we scored the penalty. Aaron took the second penalty and scored, and I think we went through with a dream goal of Josh Daniels in what is the stadium called? Drogheda Park.
Oh, they keep changing its name. Lucas, it's not even funny. This year
Okay.
it's called Weavers Park. Last year it was Head in the Game Park. It was Honky Dory Park. It was United Park. It was O2 Park. I've given up trying to keep track now, Lucas, if I'm honest.
Very small changing rooms in Drogheda.
When you were asked to get off the bench and strap down to come on, how were you feeling emotionally?
Well, so proud, very proud, and very nervous.
You got on, you did a lot of running, so much so you ran into the 18-yard box. Stephen McGuinness takes you down, you earn the second penalty. But can I ask you, because I've often heard jokes about you in training, did you take a dive?
No, in training I was diving, they said. Yeah, I was avoiding injuries. I would say so. Because it doesn't, like everyone, Ben Doherty, Ronan Curtis, like Paddy McLean, Ryan, they all very hard tacklers. Want to play on a Friday night. So yeah, they always gave 100% in every practice. Even Rory. Then I jumped and they said this is diving, okay. But I didn't want to. I didn't put in the challenge as often as they did. This is 100% true. They said I'm soft.
You came close to scoring in this particular game towards the end. How did you feel when you saw it bounce away from the goal?
On the short side of the goal, yeah, I was like, this would be a dream debut. Winning a penalty, making an assist with the penalty, and then scoring the winner. It would have been too much. It is already like my second birthday to play professional again after the heart condition, and then it was okay. Like it happened.
Do you remember your first goal against Longford Town? It came in July.
Yes, I remember this very vividly. Conor McCormack over the defense of Longford, one touch, drop kick, Mitnahme like in my way, and then with the outside of the foot, maybe beneath the keeper's legs.
It was beautiful, I have to admit.
Yeah.
It was a great strike.
Thank you.
Overall, how much did you enjoy your debut?
The debut, very, very much. I enjoyed it very much. The whole 2 years, think about the time in Derry a lot, and I remember it, and it's close to my heart, the time I had.
When you got to the changing rooms or after you left the changing rooms that night, who did you call first at home?
Yeah, I called my now wife and my parents. Maybe the agent who made the transfer, I also called, and he was laughing, really.
You became a cult hero at the club. You were swamped by supporters pre-game, after matches, at functions, on the streets. Had you ever experienced anything like that at another club?
No. There is a football city, and so many recognized me. It was unbelievable for me, because in Salzburg, this is not the case.
To round up on that particular season, you were within 2 games of reaching 2 cup finals. Obviously, Limerick progressed in the League Cup final, Dundalk in the FAI Cup final, and the club finished third to qualify for Europe. When you got the opportunity to play football, did you go into it looking for glory, or was it more about being able to play again for your own gratification?
Yeah, just enjoyed every minute I had on the pitch. This was my main goal. After my debut, like I was very nervous, but positively nervous. I didn't feel pressure. I just enjoyed every minute I could play.
Well, whenever you were out recovering, Grodig qualified for European football and you were unable to participate, but it comes full circle the following season because Derry City get to play against Midtjylland, the Danish team. It was a rough tie, but were you able to enjoy the 2 games that you featured in?
Yeah, very much. Like you said, it came full circle. I could make the check mark on playing international, and which I missed with SV Grödig, with my Austrian club, and now we played Midtjylland. It was a very good team, but I enjoyed both games. Came on in Midtjylland and in Sligo. I think the supporters traveled to Sligo, and I like the pitch in Sligo. And the stadium is also nice and tight ground. So I just enjoyed it.
What is your best memory at the club?
We playing Finn Harps away. I think it was 5-1. Very nice day for me. I will always remember Bohemians away. We won 4-1. The opening day, I think, for the season. This was special for me, and winning Player of the Month with the Brandywell Pride Supporters Club was special. I could go on and on and on.
And who was your favorite teammate at the club?
I always liked Barry McNamee, his humor and his caring for the team. Also like Conor McDermott and Harry and Aaron Barry. I'm still in touch with. I have a fantasy football league with Aaron Barry and Barry McNamee. Aaron Barry wins it every year.
Were you disappointed they never get the chance to play in the new Brandywell Stadium?
Yes, yeah. I thought about this often and asked my wife, do you think I'm still fit enough and I can play and another spell in Derry? And now I know I'm 34, it's okay for me now, but when I saw the pictures and the videos of the new Brandywell, I thought about playing there often.